Hi, and welcome along to the Bias Premier League show, brought to you today by Boohoo Man. Do not forget, people, if you use the code AFTV10, you get an additional 10% off all Boohoo Man clothing. All you got to do is click the link in the description right now. You can get classy little jackets, man. It's Boohoo Man. Right? They do all varieties of stuff, right? So, big up to Boohoo Man. Introducing our... I know Ty's there. Who's that? Ed Sheeran.
Obviously, other artists are available.
Because he was playing Ipswich yesterday. Well, we got Ed Sheeran in the studio.
That's funny. Yeah, man, I went Turkey, man. I just come back from Turkey. I heard you saying I went Turkey to get my hair done, so yeah.
Actually,
Sorry, don't see him.
Yeah, man.
Serious, I thought Ed Sheeran.
It is. Ed Sheeran, yeah. Ed Sheeran wasn't happy on the weekend, I guess.
You was over in Turkey?
Yeah, man, go get my hair done. Yeah, man, I know that. But I'm proud. Yeah, I was in Turkey.
Holiday?
Yeah, daughter birthday and everything. So.
Oh, happy birthday to her. Belated birthday to her.
Easter holidays as well.
Yeah, happy Easter to everybody. It's Easter Monday, but no days off for us. We are in the studio.
Yeah.
To anyone celebrating, because you don't celebrate, but you know.
No, I don't. A lot of people don't. A lot of people do, so you know.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, he said he doesn't.
He said that.
No, he said you don't celebrate. I said,
yeah, some people do.
A lot of people don't.
Some people do, some people don't. You know what I mean? It's up to them.
You know what? I think I preferred it when
Respectfully.
You know what? I think I preferred it when it's just me and you.
Why?
Because there was less distractions.
What? Hold on there. Listen. First thing first.
First thing first.
Where was you sat there? Where was you sat there?
Playboy, that was what it was.
Where was you sat there evening?
What are you talking about?
Where was you sat there evening?
When? Oh, Saturday evening.
Yeah, evening.
Saturday evening. Gosh. Who? Yeah. Saturday evening. I can't remember.
I invite him to my show as well, you know.
What do you mean? I didn't see.
I did. I said it when we was leaving here the last time I did the last show before.
No, sorry, man. Sorry.
Yeah. Robbie told me why he didn't. Yeah, Cecil came.
No, I wouldn't have seen it.
And you didn't come.
I wouldn't have seen it because I wasn't.
This is the third time I invited you to a show.
Well, I'm sorry, but I didn't have no internet.
No, but I guarantee if I told you that maybe when Arsenal players were going to be on stage doing kick-ups, you would run there.
I would push you out of the way. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
I heard it was a brilliant show. I heard it was a brilliant show, by the way. Well done. Sold out.
Yeah, well done.
Man,
brilliant show. Easter show.
Yeah, man, very nice. And you know, that's the third London one I've done of that show.
Yeah.
However, I do have one more.
Right.
Okay.
In London.
Right.
Where?
It's coming up Hackney Empire.
When?
Okay.
It will be after summer.
So
it's around the corner, but the show is not until October anyway. So,
October? I thought you was to say like next week and next 2 weeks.
I've added one more London date. It's the only date that was available at Hackney Empire.
No, apologies I didn't get there. You know what? You know what it is, Yardie, yeah? I think the whole week just caught up with me, like, because obviously I was over in Saudi Arabia. Big up to everyone in Saudi Arabia. That was good.
Yeah.
Right. I went to watch, I went to a game. I went to Al Nassr Riyadh. It was brilliant.
They flew out first class.
Yeah, I didn't fly. Why do you keep telling people this? I flew economy, right? It's me and the team.
But
there's 5 of us.
There's nothing wrong with.
No.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing going first class either, Robbie.
I would have loved to have gone first class.
He went into Emirates resident.
See, that's where you know he's chatting rubbish, right? Because they don't. Emirates not them who fly to Saudi.
No,
they've got their own airline.
Dubai, and then you went.
I went direct, and I went on British Airways.
Listen,
right, and I flew economy. Right?
He did it.
So I had
the
that.
Resident. You know the Resident?
I had that.
You know the Resident?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't lie.
Do you know what you're talking about?
Resident, basically. You have a seat like this, and then there's a door right there that leads into your bedroom, shower, everything.
I know nothing about no Resident, right? I've never flown them thing there. I hope that one day I can, but I had that.
Yep.
Then I came back on the Monday. Then Tuesday morning, I flew to Madrid.
Private jet.
Right.
Private jet.
I did not fly on a private jet.
Private jet.
I fly Iberia Airlines, right? With the team. Joe's in there. He can tell you he flew as well.
Peace to Joe.
Right. We flew. Right. Went to Madrid for the Champions League. Then I came back.
Yes.
On the Friday, I was in the studio, Best of Enemies and that. Saturday, went to the women's game. Ty was there as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we went to the women's game. Unfortunately, they lost 2-1, but they can still turn it around in the second leg.
100%.
And then yesterday, Ipswich away.
Chauffeur driven.
Right, so I wanted to come to your show, but I was so tired, man. So I'm sorry. But I heard it was brilliant. Well done.
It was good, man. It was
well done, right? But it's been some week. You know, we're going to get to Ipswich. We're going to get to Ipswich, but let's first of all because we didn't touch on it because obviously we had a show on the Monday. The Madrid away was brilliant. I mean, honestly, like, I was at the airport and I was talking to a guy, another Arsenal fan. I said to him, I said, what do you reckon was better? The Emirates 3-0 or the experience of the 2-1 in the Bernabeu? And we were both there like this. Don't know. I mean, I personally think the Emirates one edged it, because no one gave us a chance. We won 3-0.
So no one gave us a chance to go in the second leg.
Yeah, but to go there and do what we did. And I got a really funny story, right? So like me and Cecil were there. And obviously we missed the penalty. I'm like, oh, what's Saka doing? But then Saka scores 1-0.
Amazing.
And I'm telling you, we're looking comfortable. I don't know what you guys felt, right? I wasn't even nervous in that game.
Nor was I. But I'm never nervous anyway, so.
I'm thinking to myself, Saka then scores that goal. And I'm like, yes, man. I go, look, I go, come on, Arsenal, man. Let's turn them around. Let's turn these over in their own place.
Turn it around, Smalls, very good, very good.
Then, straight after that,
minutes.
they go and score at the other end.
Vinicius
Vinicius Junior. Saliba made that mistake.
Unfortunately, which is very rare.
I turn around to Cecil, I'm cussing. I go, yeah, Cecil, what's up with these man? Why they couldn't just keep a clean sheet here? Why we go and give away such a stupid goal? Cecil nudges me like that, guys. At least you ain't got to do a skydive. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, because if it would have been 4-0,
celebrating.
4-0, 5-0, I mean, the skydive. I was like, what? I'd forgotten about it. And then obviously Martinelli with the winner. It was absolutely,
it was nice.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant in the Bernabeu.
I think
you know
when
what
you said you was asking, you and the guy was asking which one's better, I think they both complement each other. It's two legs, obviously.
Yeah. But what was the bigger feat?
I feel like
the bigger feat.
It's
in the Bernabeu, 2-1.
So when you look at it, right? Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's because it's the whole build-up to it as well, to the second leg of everything that was being surrounded around it. You know,
and
you had wherever some of the players, Rodri's dad outside at the Bernabeu working, whatever magic him come there for work. Yeah,
what was he doing?
He outside filming something outside the Bernabeu before the night before. Like,
is he?
Rodri.
Oh, Rodrigo, sorry.
Rodrigo, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Rodrigo.
Oh, yeah.
Not Rodrigo. Rodrigo's dad was filming.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the night before he's filming.
Really? Interesting.
And it's like, what's that about? And then obviously, you know, Vinny's talking about 9 p.m. be there and stuff like that. And like, they had
and
so
Bellingham
much.
as well.
What's this word? Rebut.
Yeah, Bellingham.
Rebut
what?
Bellingham tried to...
Remontada.
Yeah, remontada what?
Bellingham tried to channel his inner Troy Deeney, and we know what happened.
And
he went down like a lead balloon.
Missing again.
Like Troy Deeney, in football terms.
And go back, you know, I know Scorcher did a whole 4 or 5 minute story saying, please just let me live, man, and rare with this, please. But he was the one who said, watch, we're going to see who's 100 mil play ball midfielder over the... He was missing. He was missing for both games. He didn't know what happened.
And Mbappe.
And so when you look at everything that was built up to it, and like even the fact that they were 3-0 down, but everybody still was like,
No, that was ridiculous.
If anybody can, it's Real Madrid. If anybody can, and it was
disrespect.
No, that's when the real disrespect was coming towards us. I feel is because before it, you can probably give them a little bit of lie. Why you could understand because they have won this 15 times.
Yeah.
You know they're great. You know they're one of the best in the world if we're being honest.
Comeback.
And even when you look at their team in general, we're looking at these like these are some top players.
Superstars.
So are we.
So when we show them at home that all right, this is us, and we literally embarrassed them, and the disrespect still carried on afterwards. That it's almost like they didn't show us any respect from that game, and be like, you know what, Real Madrid, we need to really go at this and know that we cannot afford to lose. So that's why maybe you know what, winning 2-1 there was better, just because of the build up to that one more than the first one. It was like, and even Saka missing the penalty. I mean, I remember watching it, man. I thought it went in. I was like, oh my God, he missed. And then they got a penalty. When they got that penalty, I was like, please, because I was like, this is not a penalty. Rice's reaction made me know that this cannot be a penalty, because he reacted in a way like he wanted to fight the referee for this now. Like, I mean, he wasn't going to do it, but he's like, even that. He's like, I didn't do it. And when that got overturned, I feel that right there, Real Madrid, they knew that this is not going to happen. It
was a brilliant performance, Ty. What did you make of it?
Incredible, but once again, the disrespect shown to us, I was just laughing. I was laughing. because I think I did say on before that, Mikel will tell them just kill the noise. I don't know if it's public enemy. Said legends, public enemy, kill that noise. Just kill shut out everything except the team, the manager, obviously Mikel head coach, the backroom staff, and us.
I mean, by the way, where were you?
I was going to ask
You
that.
said, right? You said you're coming over.
Yeah, I was supposed to be
Coming over on the bus, he said. Man told me I was taking a bus.
I don't know. I don't know if I said. I don't know if I said.
I stuck yard freedom pass, no work.
I don't know if I said the bus. I don't know if I said the bus.
You say to me you're taking a coach. You said you're taking a coach that's leaving at something like.
Yeah, that's right. But
what time did you say leaving?
I can't say what time he's leaving.
Right?
But didn't you say to me you take
You got there
when you told me a coach, I go, yeah, are you going to get there in
Get a
time?
coach. It's easy. It's easy. And it's,
How was that? Explain, because I know you didn't get there in the end. But
I can't explain.
What was the route going to be?
I don't know.
Yeah, London to
it's
Barcelona, coach.
It's my friend that.
No, Real Madrid. London to Madrid.
Yeah,
Is there a
sorry,
coach?
yeah.
Or was he making it up? I don't even know.
Why am I going to make it up?
A coach that goes all the way from London to Madrid.
Yeah.
Madrid.
What it is that what time he left? He left 7 on
Coach.
Tuesday evening and got to Madrid at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. That's what it was.
So you sleep on it all night.
What if you want to sleep well, do whatever you want.
27 hours.
That's nothing,
26 to 27. That's over a day.
That's nothing.
You were going to do that.
Of course.
And then on the way back, on another coach again.
Why not?
27 hours to go to Madrid.
Listen, that's short compared to Newcastle.
What?
Go to Newcastle. That's
27 hours.
I don't know if it's that one because I don't know.
You have a faster one?
I don't know if that one because as usual everything is backwards with Yardi.
No. Correct.
I don't know.
The fastest one is 26.
Well, I don't know.
26.
That's ridiculous.
I can't really say what it was.
Sorry, the fastest one is 25 and it's still over a day.
My friend took it, so I'm not sure how long it is. But he told me he left 7.
And knowing you,
what do you mean knowing me?
Knowing you go with the cheapest one, so your one will probably take 2 days.
Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever.
When you go on that now, will you have a shower and all that thing?
I'm not sure. You might. There might be for you. That I don't know.
How much
but
stops for 20 stops?
I don't know.
You never did it before.
Of course I've done it before.
You're on the
You don't know.
I've been a coach for 3 days.
Yardi, you're on the bit. You're on it, and you go ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
You ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
Mate, you don't want to get off here. We're only in Paris.
Not even that, just reach at the ferry.
Oh, come on, man. That's too long.
No,
Yeah,
it's
man.
not too long.
Just get a flight.
If we win. It's
Yeah,
not too
but
long.
just get a
And the
flight.
thing is, what it is now, what I'm thinking for me now is that obviously flight is quicker, but the thing is you can't bring no drink on the flight and it's very annoying.
What do you mean can't bring drink by flight?
You can't
You
bring
don't
no
drink?
liquid.
You
don't mean alcohol, I mean
Like what? What kind of drink you bring?
Like any drink.
Like what drink?
No, like any drink.
Like what?
You can't drink anything.
Like
orange
what?
juice,
You can buy it in the
soft drink.
airport.
And how much is that? That's just the problem. That's just it. That's just it. Forget that.
No, you
Forget
can't
that.
bring juice. All you have to-
cannot bring juice.
Listen
You
to me,
can't bring
Ty.
juice.
You can get some 100ml bottles, get like 5 of them, and pour out your orange juice in all 5, and you can go through with those 100ml bottles.
Yeah. And then you add
man.
water to it.
Then when you go on the next side, then you just put them in a one big
That's
bottle.
long. That's long.
That's
man.
long. That's quicker than taking a whole day to
It
travel to
doesn't
Madrid.
matter. It was a lot cheaper,
I'm
also we won. So
I'm
to me, that's worth it.
I'm not jumping to question time, but I actually genuinely have a question for you. And
go
the
on.
fact that Robbie asks where was you makes me. I was thinking of it because I was in Turkey watching the game. Big up to Matt from Portsmouth. He's a Portsmouth fan.
Okay.
Imagine this before I ask you. Imagine
Imagine
we're in Turkey, right? And the hotel that we're staying at has a bar. And in the bar, every night.
I bet it was 5-star hotel, innit?
Yeah, it
You
was.
didn't say about
No,
it.
it was.
7 star.
It was all inclusive.
What?
All inclusive.
What?
Resort.
I was only joking.
Over 10 pools. Everything. Then,
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, it was.
I was
very
surprised you
nice.
come back.
I didn't want to. Especially when I remember saying you. But listen.
I didn't want you to come back now.
But no, listen. This bar has maybe 10 screens, right? So every night there's football was on, and obviously the time difference. So 10 p.m. is when the Champions League will start, Premier League will start a bit earlier. I was going in there, I was watching all the games, and it had all the games on. Come the day of the Real Madrid versus Arsenal game, I'm looking around, I see the Newcastle Crystal Palace game on. I'm looking on, I can see the countdown to Inter Milan and Bayern Munich. And And I'm looking at all these TVs like, where is the Arsenal? The biggest game of the night,
Yeah.
where is it?
Yeah, of course.
Or we don't pay. In Turkey, there's some politics, so you have to pay for this channel. It's a money-making thing. And I'm sitting there upset thinking, the one game I wanted to watch, I can't even watch this game now. And I'm there scrolling on my phone looking for links. And I look over, and there's a guy on a big couch like this, and he has a tablet out like this, watching. I'm like, that looks a bit different. I draw near, and he's like, oh, you're Arsenal fan? I said, yeah. He said, oh, you can jump over here and watch with him. Sat and watching it on this little screen. All of a sudden, loads of people start crowding around. So big up to Matt. You were man of the match that day, because if it weren't for you, I would have seen
Man
that
of the
game.
week.
But it made me think to myself, because you wasn't at the box part, were you?
No.
So you didn't go to the live, and obviously you didn't fly. Where do you watch games, like when you cannot make it to away and you're not doing a live stream? Where do you watch it?
Rare. It's probably at home, but it's very rare. It's very rare.
So you just stay at home and watch it?
Yeah, of course.
You don't go nowhere else, like out with your friends, barber shop?
No. Actually, no, I haven't said that though. I did watch Nigeria game in the barber shop.
No, I mean Arsenal. Like, do you put on your full? Do you still put on your full Arsenal
if it's match
gear?
day, of course.
And you sit there like you're at a stadium and chant and everything as well.
Absolutely.
Do you put your headphones on and everything as well?
Absolutely. It's like you're at a game, isn't it?
I was just curious to wonder where you was that day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But boy, unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah. And shout out to all the fans that wanted us to lose. There was
Like who?
There was this kid sitting beside me. Yeah, he had on a Real Madrid top with Mbappe on the back. Yeah. And he sat beside me. He was giving it to me the whole game. And his dad kept coming over and saying, "You're right," to him. And he's like, yeah. He doesn't even support. He's a Nottingham Forest fan. They're from Nottingham. And he's giving it to me the whole game. And I'm like, this little kid giving it to me. But you know, just like, he's a kid. Can't bother. You see when that second goal went in, Robbie, he got upset. Tears start walking off. I was like, bye-bye. And everyone's like, I said, I don't care. He was giving it to me the whole game. I don't care if he's only 9 years old.
What was he giving you? What was he giving you?
Stick.
Like
telling
what?
me Saka's rubbish. Saying,
So you've turned into Ty now with them
said,
kids.
no, I don't care. He said,
Why are you
he
talking-
said
don't
rice.
start messing
No,
with
he
that.
said
Those
rice
lies,
is rubbish. And you know what? And it goes back to what I said. I said something earlier on DR Sport Instagram about the hate that Arsenal get. We generally do get a lot of hate because this kid doesn't even support Real Madrid. He supports Nottingham Forest. He said Saka and Rice are rubbish. Only when they're good is when they play for England. That just shows you, once they put on an Arsenal shirt, they get stick. But people feel like we play victims. We're not playing victims.
It was an unbelievable victory.
Come on, man.
Right,
I would have listened to him. You're good, man.
And the next leg now, PSG. PSG, it's going to be a great game. And I don't know about you guys, but I look at the 4 teams that are left in it now. PSG, Arsenal, Inter Milan and Barcelona. I think it's a very evenly matched competition. I think any of those 4 teams can win it.
Can win, yeah.
For sure.
How good would it be if we won that, man? I mean,
It'd be incredible. But we have to face the same thing. Complete humility, down to earth, and taking nothing for granted. But I have to say though, the disrespect shown to the team and to Mikel. This is a manager or head coach, that has beaten the legend Ancelotti. He not only smashed him, he did what I did to Raul.
And still didn't
But 100 times more.
And he still didn't get
in
no
verbal
credit.
terms.
And he still don't get his
exactly.
credit.
To beat
don't get his
Ancelotti
credit.
like that
It's
over
true.
2 games is unbelievable. That's incredible. And yet, where's the respect for him?
He don't get it because
Where's the respect for him?
He won't get it. That's what I'm telling you. He only gets his name called if he loses.
yeah, hey, Yardman. I saw Yardman at Box Park. Where was a Arteta Hulk tag?
Yeah, no, because
How come he never had that on?
yeah, exactly. This is what I'm saying. Like,
Did he pick up Mikel?
No,
I bet he didn't, did he?
No, he
And
didn't.
how did Emery get on?
Yeah, no, they don't do that. They do. The funny is, PSG has not won the Champions League before, have they?
No. Just
And
like
neither
us.
have us.
No,
so,
right, okay,
so imagine
okay.
2 teams that have never won it
Yeah,
on
yeah,
one
yeah.
side, and then on the next side you have 2 teams
that
who
won it.
have.
Yeah.
That's funny. But I think when you said it's pretty much even.
I think it's even.
I'll be honest, with Inter Milan, I haven't really watched
They're
much
good.
of them. They are
They're
good, and I
good.
know they're the only team
Not
that
that
beat
Bayern.
us. But they're the only team that beat
Which
us
is massive.
in the
And
Champions
penalty,
League.
they shouldn't
It was a
have.
one
They shouldn't
penalty.
have.
I
They
know.
Yeah. But they're a good side. They're very good.
But I was
Like,
saying,
you know what
like,
I mean?
in terms of like PSG, Barcelona, Arsenal, as I said, I don't want to speak on Inter too much because I haven't really watched much of them. Those are 3 teams where if you think they got a very young squad amongst them, they don't really have any, like, I think we probably you might say might have a more individual standout star. I mean, yeah, Yomela as well, but
Yeah, but look,
Who are you talking? PSG?
no, that's what I'm saying. PSG, like individually, they have a lot of different players that
They've got
stand
good
up.
great
That's what I'm
players,
saying.
man.
That stand up
Kvaratskhelia,
and do
Dembele,
stuff where.
Doué.
But they are young as well, right?
Yeah, they've got
just
some
like
great
us,
players.
just like
Barcola.
Barcelona. It's a lot of
Coutinho.
young players up there.
I'll tell you who's brilliant for their team, right? Is the fullback.
Barcola.
The fullback. What's his name again? Mendes.
Ah,
Nuno Mendes.
Mendes.
I've been
Yeah.
watching that guy since last season. Watching him at Portugal, he's one of the best fullbacks there is, if not the best. He is superb, he is. Then they've got Hakimi on the other side. I think where they're vulnerable is that those two
go forward.
they go forward a lot.
Yep.
But remember how that Nuno Mendes, he marked Salah out of the game in both games.
Yeah.
He'll probably be detailed up on Saka. Right, so Saka's going to have a big test ahead of him.
So will
He's very, very
will
good.
Mendes. Because
Yeah, so will he?
his
No,
Bukayo is elusive.
Saka's come back cooking. He's come back
He
cooking,
scored
you
two
know what I mean?
goals,
And
not
what I
even
loved
probably
about when Saka missed that penalty the other day, I was fully confident that he would score. And look what he does. He's an excellent. People got to start giving him his full
Absolutely.
flowers now. He's world class.
But that was sweet man
He's absolute class. And Declan Rice,
Oh, incredible.
world class. Saliba, world class.
Yeah, what I'm
They
saying-
proved it in this.
Listen. Even
proved
Partey,
it.
like, let's be real, like,
Partey's
Partey
brilliant.
again.
Martin
But he would
brilliant.
have very
I
stupidly
know,
got himself.
I know.
Well,
The
listen,
yellow card, he's out of that game.
Yeah,
What?
I know,
An
man.
idiot for doing that.
Yeah,
Well,
I
listen,
do
he's been
think so.
brilliant, man. So anyone
No,
can
no,
make,
no. Ty, he's
anyone
been
can make a
brilliant.
mistake, can't they?
He's been brilliant this season. He's been super. He's
Yeah,
our best
man.
midfielder this season.
Yeah, and
But
you're about to
moment,
go into the
he lost his head.
semi-final. Like, come on.
Semis, and
Yeah.
he's so
Yeah, yeah.
important. That's
He's
going to
so
be a big.
important, but
And with
how many-
Jorginho out, I mean,
Well, listen, Mikel can find solutions, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Well, he's gonna have to.
I think we saw what he's planning to do against Ipswich because he
maybe Lewis
Yeah,
Kelly.
put-
no, I
Put
think he
Mikel
in there.
no, he put
Mikel,
Mourinho
yeah,
back
'cause
in the
that's
middle.
Mikel's
I think
proper
that's what he would
position,
do. So
Yeah.
I feel like against PSG we'll probably see Saka, Trossard, and Martinelli up front.
Yeah. All right, we'll get to that. We'll
our-
get to that Ipswich game in
Yeah.
a second. Brother Seamus says, Sir Don Robbie looks like sexual chocolate with that jacket on.
What?
It's Boohoo Man. Boohoo Man making me look sexy, right? Big up to Boohoo Man. Luca says, nice to meet you at the women's game last Saturday, Robbie. Can't believe Ty was late for the interviews. Joking, he says.
No, you
All the
better be
best-
joking. You're
all
right.
the
You're
best for
good.
your
You're
talent,
lucky.
didn't it? No, he is right because you were late. Where were you?
Late for what? Interview. I didn't know you did any
Listen,
interviews.
a guy came up to me. This is
But
no
you can't
word of a
believe I'm
lie,
late.
people.
What's it got to do with you?
Listen, no word of a lie. A guy come up to me, he's a security guy at the stadium. He goes, Robbie, Ty drives us nuts.
No, why are you lying? Why are you lying? Why are you lying?
Kenya?
Why are you lying?
Kenya, am I lying? That the security guy came up to us and said, the guy
I never
said,
know. I never know who he
I am
is.
telling you, honestly, I'm telling you the truth, right? The guy says,
I didn't have to be there, I know it's true.
drives us nuts.
Why?
So he
Why?
said, when
Why?
the game finishes, he goes, you're the last person at the stadium. He
Yeah,
goes,
that's true, that's true,
and he
that's
goes, what you try and do is you try and deliberately go the wrong way and
No,
all
that's
things
not
like
true.
that.
That's
so they can't kick you out.
nonsense.
He goes, you go up
That's
to, he goes, you go up to
nonsense.
every security guy and shake their hand.
Oh,
and
what terrible! How terrible!
Do you do
Because
that,
just no,
Is that true?
I don't know who the security guards.
Do you go up to
No,
them?
I-
and shake-
that's-
I can see you doing that
Do
as
you
well.
know what? I don't know who the security
Good
guard
game.
is.
Good
Maybe,
game.
maybe,
Yeah, yeah.
maybe.
Good game. Good game.
No,
Good game.
no,
Good
no.
game.
I go up to the
See you
stewards.
next week.
The steward,
See you
that's what I'm
next week.
talking about. Sorry, stewards.
So is
he said you go to all the.
So
he
you
said
mean
he's a
sorry,
steward.
Robbie,
He's a steward. Yeah.
Oh, so he's not.
So he said you go
oh, yeah,
around
that's
to
true,
all
that's
the
true.
stewards shaking their hand. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. What's wrong with that? Is that bad now? Is that bad?
Yes, because they want to
What do
go
you mean,
home.
yes?
They want to go home.
want
man.
to
Yeah,
go
no,
home.
don't I?
No, you
No,
don't.
because you're walking around. Why are you the last one out?
Because I always have it.
So
Just
you're
the way-
last
Why?
one
Why?
in,
Why?
and
Why are you the last
out.
one? in?
I cannot
What's
be the
that?
last one in. What are
Because
you
you're
talking
late
about?
for every game.
How do you know that?
I know this
Are you
time.
with me?
Yes.
No, you're not. Don't
Yeah,
lie. You're not. So,
Ty, why are you the last one out?
Because I like it. It's just that's the way it is. It's just a thing. And when
Why?
I leave. Oh, Carly Simon. I leave when they
I
just
move
lock
like
up.
caretaker for the place.
So you leave when they lock up.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I like it. It's just a thing. I always leave. I'm always the last to. No, I'm not last to leave. I'm supposed to last to leave. When I just like it. I like it.
So you do like what the players do, they're like the last
No,
to
no,
leave.
no.
Like when
The players
they
are not
leave.
the last to leave.
No, but you leave at the same time as them.
You know
No.
what I can't wait to see, right? Be the end of the game, yeah?
Yeah.
Game's finished, right? And you see Ty running on the pitch doing the warm down. Like,
That'd be great. That'd be great. I wish I could get on the pitch. Been on it once. Lucky enough to be on it once, though.
doing the warm down.
Why would I do the warm down if I'm not playing, though?
But you already told us that when it's game day, match day, you prep like the players.
Yeah, but I didn't say
Sorry.
warm up and all that, did I?
Madam said, right, the guy said to me, tell you to leave the stadium, man. They want to go on.
No, I'm only joking. Yeah, I'll try. No, it's Stewart. If it's a Stewart, what's his name? You've got to tell me his name.
Right, Rohan says, yo, I'm a Liverpool fan watching AFTV for Rival Watch. Today I'm just wishing you all luck in the Champions League. Win home, keep it clean away. I'm rooting for you in the Champions League.
Thank you very much. Good luck to you as well.
Rasta Mouse.
You're out from your hole.
Big up Rasta Mouse, man. He says, Ty,
Yeah, man.
can you please give a shout out to the legend John Cena on winning a record-breaking 17th WWE Championship?
Why should I give a... Is this wrestling?
All right, Ty. I actually agree with you that one. Do you watch wrestling, Ty?
I used to a long time
I
ago.
don't. Do you watch
No,
wrestling?
John.
I
But
don't-
big up to
I
you,
don't
but
really watch it,
anyway,
but I know John Cena.
at least he said something sensible. No?
All right.
Yeah, big up to John Cena. Big up.
Robert Strong says, big up Ty.
Big up
When
to
is
you, bro.
AFTV coming to sunny Cornwall?
Sunny Cornwall. I've never been to Cornwall.
Have you been there before? Cornwall's nice enough.
Cornwall, yeah, when I was in...
No, real talk. We should go there. It's
Devon.
nice.
All right. I heard it's nice.
We
I heard
went
it's
to
nice.
we went
Haven't
there in
been.
school.
I've been there a couple times.
Devon,
Very
we went
nice
to Devon
down
in
there.
school.
Very nice.
Journey, lovely.
Wayne Sage says all of AFTV owes Ty an apology.
No, we don't.
Just
we don't.
cancel the camera debt.
No,
That's
he
a
has
good
to
one.
skydive.
Actually, no, that's true, you know. Especially, the funny thing is, especially Yardy,
I don't.
Robbie is vindicated because the thing is, when I was saying it, Robbie was looking. Yardy was trying to laugh and he's saying that you could have just said, you could have said that.
Yeah, I'm saying, all right, Ty,
Yeah.
Ty.
So you were wrong then.
I'm not trying to jump the gun. This is just knowing what's going to happen. What's the prediction for
No, don't try.
What's the prediction for Crystal Palace versus
Do
What's
not
the prediction
try that.
for Wednesday's
Do not
game?
try that because you didn't think we were going to win.
I
and
did.
you listed
no,
all the rubbish.
No, I didn't think we were going to win how we won. And
But you thought it was going to win.
I thought
So
we
what was your
would go
prediction
through.
then?
Well, I think
You thought it was going to go through.
yeah, maybe 1-0 at
Because you
home.
was
I
laughing,
honestly
you was
tell
You were laughing, Yardi.
No, I was.
You
but
were
I'm
laughing,
honestly-
man. Come on.
Watch back the clip, yeah, and watch.
Watch
when
the
I do it.
cameras.
No, watch back the clip and watch when I
Until
say.
the
Please
apologize, I'm saying
watch.
over here.
Please sit down over there, cause Robbie soon kick you from over there. Yeah, I mean verbally. But listen,
It's
yeah,
not me that's getting kicked
listen,
for being wrong, it's you.
When Ty said, when Robbie asked him, what do you think the prediction is going to be for the Real Madrid? He said,
You
2-0.
started laughing.
And I was like, no, I didn't laugh at that point. It's when he asked you, what do you think the prediction is going to be for the second leg? And you said 2-0. I laughed because it's just that every time it's 2-0. You never change. And in your team.
But you kept on listing the Real Madrid
No,
players. though.
he listed them.
You did.
You want to bet? No, Ty, do you want to bet? I listed 2 players.
Production, please.
Yes. I listed 2 players.
Okay, but you
He
started
listed
it.
Major-
You
No,
were
I
laughing. His
didn't.
face was straight. You were
I
laughing.
did- you
His
wanna
face
bet?
was straight.
Do you
I
want to
don't
bet?
But production, run it,
Would
please.
you like to bet?
Why do you look like he's getting under pressure
No,
now? He's
hold
acting
on.
like Queen and David Bowie. He's under pressure now.
Like to bet? I'm not.
Under pressure.
I'm not. Ty, Robbie listed the name.
Under pressure.
I was adding in 1 and 2. I added in 1 and 2 names. Robbie was there. But
You were laughing,
but
yeah.
I'm
You were-
laughing.
Yardi, we have to admit, yeah,
No.
he went bold with it, right?
No,
and he
I'll
was
give
right.
it to him. I'll give it to him.
He was right.
Thank you,
I'll give it
thank
to
you.
Like, but like you say, a clock's always right twice a day, right?
Wow, it's been
What was
right
your
a lot.
prediction for Ipswich game? 2-0.
We didn't do prediction.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Ipswich was 4-0, but they went over 10 minutes.
T-Bone99 says, he doesn't say anything, but he says a super chat. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Abdullah with a super chat. He says, who would you rather in the final? A super defensive Inter, but a familiar team, or an attacking Barcelona, but unfamiliar opposition? He said, I vote for Inter.
Yeah, me as well.
Personally, I'd rather Barcelona.
Any of them. I'll
Right?
be honest. Any.
Because I just feel that
Let's hope we get there.
the style
that's
of
it.
Inter, listen, they're both great sides.
Yeah.
But Inter, that team, very defensive,
But that's what
savvy.
we have to break down.
We struggle against
No,
teams
but if we
like that.
break that down, can you imagine they're going to have to open up, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, we
I hear
struggle
that.
against them type of
Yeah,
teams.
but is it a final? I
Yeah,
think
but
it's
the
a final.
finals not knock us here, so they will just play.
Exactly.
They will go all the way, and if they get a lucky goal or get a break and get a goal, they'll take it, or they will just play defensive and go to the penalties.
Yeah.
We've seen it happen in many finals before. Many teams, you know what it is? A lot of teams change their tactics when they get to a
Yeah.
final now, because
Yeah.
some of them say, don't go all out feed. We got 90 minutes plus extra time. Worst case, penalties. Some teams actually come to this final and say, let's get them to penalties. And they will practice their penalties over and go. If we get a goal, if we can sneak a goal, do it. But let's not make any mistakes and give away the game. And you're right, Inter will probably come with a very defensive mindset and try catch us on a counter or something like that. where Barca would be more. I think Barca would be the one who would be more up there because they're a younger team.
Yeah, I mean they battered Dortmund in the first leg, but they conceded 3 in the second.
That's what I mean.
I mean, yeah.
And get revenge as well, man.
But then so Inter's conceded
beating
2,
Barca in the final, getting revenge.
Well, unless we can get there.
No, that's what I'm saying. For me, any of them just want to get there first. Let's get PSG out of the way if we can.
Hopefully, yep.
Rasta Mouse again says Spurs are going to win a European trophy before Arsenal. Be humble.
Wish. Well, the thing is, Rasta Mouse, education when you go back in your box. We've won 2 European trophies, by the way. Did you know that? So what are you talking about?
Matt Guna says Liverpool was shaky yesterday and they will struggle in the last 5 games. They haven't won it yet, as Ty says. No, they've won it.
Anything can happen. No, they haven't won it yet.
It's over. Liverpool.
Oh,
they've won it. It's over.
Wait. Remember when? You know, I didn't watch all the last week's show, but did you ask him about the 9 points last week? Liverpool.
Yeah, that's right. He did. He did.
What was his answer?
He did. What do you mean, what's my answer? I'm not sitting there. What do you mean, what's my answer? I'm not sitting there.
Yeah, because
what was your answer? I can't remember.
My answer was without the injuries.
No, would you still rather?
Yes, without the injuries. I said without the injuries. I didn't say that Mikel's going to be, Gabriel J's going to be injured, and Kai's going to be injured, and Bukai's going to be injured, and Martin's going to be injured, didn't I? I said without the injuries, I would have preferred 9 points, because I think we would have been able to do it. But with the injuries, how could we come back? With the injury,
how do you feel now? How do you feel right now?
I still feel very cheated, and the stupid decisions.
Tebow99 says, Don Robbie, you said you would jump with Ty.
Crisscross.
If it was 4-0.
Point sisters.
If it was 4-0, but it weren't 4-0, was it?
That's true.
1 on aggregate.
That's true.
Kusta Fute says, big up. If we make it to Munich, and I have a great feeling we will, hopefully. Where will AFTV be? I plan to be flying from the States to be there in person.
Wow.
And God willing, lifting our first Champions League trophy. Listen, if we make it there, I'll be there. For sure.
If we make it there, I am going to be there. Robbie,
AFTV will be there.
When you get the ticket, if you get any ticket offers, send them my way to you.
And T-Bone T also says, we won by more than 4 goals on aggregate, you said. That's not what I said.
He never said. He said, long as we don't concede.
Wayne Sage says, reports are that Leeds and Burnley have been promoted. I think Leeds won 6-0
today.
They won 6-0 today, and Burnley
against who?
Yeah, they might, because Burnley beat Sheffield United as well.
So thrash Stoke City. Yes!
Oh, yeah, I think they are promoted. I think they are promoted.
Yeah.
So we know there's a long trip.
So season Burnley. So who's in that means who didn't make it then? Out of Leeds and Burnley.
Sheffield United didn't make it. Yeah, playoffs.
They're playoffs.
Coventry, I think in the playoffs. Bristol City.
Under Lampard.
Forget who else did it. And Tizzy says, Robbie, I'm going to be applying for the presenter role on DR, but I'm not sure
Tizzy.
I'm not sure the cast handle my cookings. I'm not sure the cast handle my cooking.
What's he talking about?
Them. I don't know if they were handling.
Well, I know one thing to make sure, because you ain't cooking me. Because you'll be blown up verbally. You'll be blown up verbally. If you try to cook me, you get blown up verbally.
Not a very good advert, innit, for the presenter job. The grammar.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm only joking, man.
No, it's true. Tizzy, you know how it works? You're meant to tell the people why they need you, not why you need them. That's how it works in the job interview.
Well,
by the way.
How do you know?
Because what does it mean? You're already trying to talk. You're not even in the job. How can you?
He's trying. Give him a chance. Q says, I work at the Emirates. Tell headphones we want to go.
No, the name.
We want to go.
Well, yeah, but anybody can say that.
We want to go. Tell headphones we want to go.
What is your name? Where do you work? Anybody can say that.
Emirates.
Samuel says, big up Robbie, Yardi, Taiwo. My favourite show on AFTV, says.
Big up to them. Thank you. Big up to you.
Ipswich, though, 4-0.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
Comfortable, but not happy. Not happy because because the challenge on Bukayo is disgraceful. And this Leif Davis, I'm thinking now, the player that injured Mateta, is Leif Davis going to get his ban extended? Because that was a terrible tackle.
Free's
not enough. And what's worse is that the Ipswich Town fans were booing Bukayo. I don't know what. This is the. I don't want to go. I can't say too much, but this is the. I have to be careful what I say. This is the minority that makes football look really bad. The challenge on Bukayo could have snapped his leg, and you're booing him. Now, I was listening to a radio station that was supporting Ipswich, and they said it's a red card. So what have the Ipswich Town fans seen then?
Yeah, it was a red card. I couldn't understand how
they're disgusting.
First of all, I couldn't understand how comes they clapped him off.
Yeah, no,
Because he
no.
let his team down.
Do you know what? Yeah,
Right?
like
Even though they were getting battered before that, but
yeah, no, but I agree with Ty for once,
Mm.
one of the times.
Yeah, funny.
But no, real talk. When they were booing, I was in
Disgusting.
shock. I was in shock. Like,
It's disgusting.
what happened? What happened if
If he broke his leg,
Yeah,
God
if he
forbid.
injured him again. If he got injured now and was out.
Yeah.
it's kind of like
Champions League over.
Yeah, do you understand what I mean? Like you know how important he is to the Arsenal team. Not only that, and then you're booing, you're clapping him off, you're booing. So you know what? You deserve
horrible.
to get relegated, man.
Well, I wouldn't say
man.
that.
No, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care because of that. What's changed in you? What you mean they don't say that?
No, because because
You wanted Brighton relegated for the
because of
injury.
Mopay.
What did he do? Injure?
Burnt.
So what to Saka?
No, I'm saying no.
that's true.
No,
So
no,
you
no.
change your tone now.
I'm saying.
Oh, yeah,
no, I'm
Oh, you have
saying.
family in Ipswich?
No.
You got Ipswich regular?
I'm saying. I'm not saying. I'm
knows
saying.
Ed
that.
Sheeran.
I'm saying. I would like to. Well, obviously artists are available. I would like to know
They're not
what.
all sing the same. They're not all sing the same though.
No, they don't. But the other artists are available.
Yeah, but what if you like Ed Sheeran?
Well, if you like Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, then nobody else is available then.
Well, it depends on it. But the thing is, what I'm saying because
Now
of
I'm saying.
I'm
Say what
saying,
you're saying.
I'm saying, what I'm saying is
Sound like when I
that
sing last
I would
song.
love to know. So what you say in EPMD, I would love to know what they've seen because but like I
Honestly.
said, before the game, what I'll say before the game,
It puzzled me why you're booing him the whole
It's horrible,
game.
it's
Every
horrible.
touch you boo him, and look, the game from
should've scored a
start,
hat-trick.
from
Kyle
before,
should've-
even before they
should've
went
scored
on to
a
10 men, Arsenal were in control.
complete control.
And even down to the 10 men, it's like it just easy.
Yeah, it was
I
easy.
mean, I feel like you should have took Saka off at halftime. Just take him off. You don't need
should
to
have had a
keep
hat-trick.
him.
You should have had a
He had a hat trick of misses.
yeah, I think
but
that
just take him off. You
Could
didn't
have
even
took
need
him
him
off at
on.
half time.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
listen, he
that was such a bad tackle.
Yeah,
But
man.
fortunately, he's fine. Mikel Arteta said he's fine. But on another day, he could have broke his leg. That was
what I
a
mean.
disgraceful
It
tackle.
was, man.
It really was. It's
Disgusting.
I don't think he did it deliberately, but I just think
I
it was
don't-
so. I just think he's so clumsy, man. And he
that's-
didn't have to do that.
But
Late,
Robbie,
very
that's
late as well.
late,
but,
man.
But Robbie, that's the thing. I don't want to hear, not you, Robbie. I don't want to hear, oh, it's not. Like, you are that type of player. If you make that type, I don't care. That is.
What, do you watch him every week?
No, I don't.
So how do you know he's that type of player?
Because you make that challenge. If you make that challenge,
No, but
you're
you
that
just
type
said
of
he's
player.
that type of player. How do you know?
No, he's that type of player to make the challenge. I don't care.
How do you
what
know? You don't watch him every
you
week.
make that tackle.
You just said you don't watch him every week. How
And
do you know?
thankfully.
What's his
But what
name?
I'm saying is, Leif Davis.
Who is that?
What I'm saying is that they always come out and say he's not that. So why is he making a challenge then?
Let me check.
He's not
He
that type of
was
player.
clumsy.
No, clumsy's not good enough. If Bukayo breaks his leg, God forbid he didn't. What happens then? What happens then?
No wonder these referees are on your case, man. Like,
On my case, no. Where I'm on their case because they're not good enough. They're not good enough.
no, he sent him off.
That's not good
Yeah,
enough.
but what is
What
about
do you want him
before?
to do? Fight him?
How many times?
He sent him off.
No. This is just the first time. How many times has Bukayo been tackled? This is the only
And
red
he
card
said-
this season.
what did-
It's his
what-
first
no,
red. It's
no.
his first red card of the season.
What?
No.
He's only got 5 yellow
no.
cards.
Yeah, no.
So
I'm saying
that
no.
doesn't really imply that he's a player who plays that.
I don't
Yeah.
care about Leif Davis.
No, but
I don't-
you just said that's what he's like.
No, I'm saying
5 yellow cards for the season.
No,
That's
no,
a
I'm
lot
not
less
talking
than
about
Declan Rice.
him. I don't care about Leif Davis.
In 31 games,
I
he's made
don't
25
care
fouls.
about Leif
So he makes
Davis.
averagely
I
a
don't
foul
care
maybe
about
every other
Leif Davis.
game.
I'm talking
Every
about
game.
Bukayo. I'm talking about Bukayo. I'm saying
One foul.
one red card. There should have been 10 red cards
For who?
challenges like that on Bukayo. And it's only
No,
one.
but we only deal
Well,
with
you
that
only get
game.
one.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's
What do you
why.
want him to do? He sent him off.
But this is why.
You think of the man birthday
this
about
is
10
why I'm-
card?
this
I
is-
want card,
No,
about
but
10
if
card.
you listen to what I'm saying.
What
this is,
more do you want him to
No,
do?
but if you, Robbie, I'll say.
trying to.
This is why Leif Davis challenges like that. Because people are allowed to tackle Bukayo.
No, but he weren't. He was sent off.
No, what I'm saying is that he wouldn't tackle like that if he thought he could.
He doesn't normally.
No, he doesn't.
He's had no red cards.
First red card.
He's had
of
no
season.
red cards because he hasn't faced
First
Bukayo,
red
has he?
card.
He hasn't faced Bukayo, has he? That's why.
Well, he would have faced Salah. He would have faced
He
players
won't do
like
that
Cole
with
Palmer.
them. He won't do that with them. It's all right to do it to Bukayo, isn't it?
Well, why wouldn't he do it with them then if he's that type of player? You said he's that type of player.
He's that type
So
of
he'd be
player to
chopping everyone
make
down, isn't
the
he? He'd be
challenge.
chopping down Hudson-Odoi,
Yeah, everybody.
Langas, players
He's
like all
that
these
type
quick.
of player to make that challenge. That's what
How
I'm
do
saying.
you know? You don't watch him
So
every week.
you know different.
Well, what I'm saying,
yes,
I'm
but
going
I
off of right. I don't watch him every week, but looking at the player's record, he's not a player
I
known
don't
for that.
care about his record.
He's not
I
had any
don't
red
care.
card.
You
I don't
have to.
care
You have to
about
bring.
his
So you don't make no logic
You have
to your
to bring
argument.
something to the table. You can't.
challenge
You bring nothing.
The challenge to me is ridiculous. If you challenge like that, what are you doing in football? Get out of football, man. What did Arsenal say?
So is he
That
a cheat and a disgrace? Is he a cheat and a disgrace?
Well, you ask.
No, I'm
you can
asking
say
you.
that. Why are you asking me that? Did you see the challenge?
I'm just wondering if
So
he's
why are you asking me? You saw the challenge. What do you think?
I thought it was very late, and it's a red card, and he got that, and I'm glad that.
I want the ban
I'm glad that Saka
extended.
is.
I want the ban extended.
To what?
how many
Just like
games?
those
So how
games.
many
Remember
games?
How
those
many
games?
games?
How
How
many
many
games?
games?
Well, let me.
He's gonna miss 3, and they only have 5 left, so he's gonna miss.
It's just like those games. I don't know what game it was.
They're relegated.
With-
They're gonna be relegated.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
with
so-
the car
so
game, you
what
know when
else
you
you want him to get?
when you reach the level, it
How
says
many
time
games
extended.
does you want him to be banned
As
for?
many 15. That's what I want on 15, a 15 game ban.
That's ridiculous.
So we know it's ridiculous what he did.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous the Ipswich fans. But like I said, let's start from the beginning. To be fair to them, before the game,
I
big
thought we
them.
did start from the beginning.
I mean off the pitch. Big them up to the Ipswich fans. They made me feel very welcome. So
That's
big
why
them
you
up.
don't hope they get relegated.
No,
There was something there, I knew- I knew
because
there
they've
was.
got Harry
Harry
Clark,
Moore.
who used to play for us,
Okay.
and Amari Hutchinson used to play for us. So you know what I mean? I didn't want to relegate
He used to
them.
play for Chelsea too.
Yeah, that's right. But he used to play
Left
for us
us
as
to
well.
go Chelsea. He left us to go Chelsea.
That's right. I think he left Chelsea to go to us and then he went back to Chelsea. But
Yeah.
that's what I mean. So beat them up. But I would like to understand what they were doing with Bukayo for, because I don't understand this mentality. Have you seen the challenge? They were saying, "Oh,
We
it's a
never
red
asked
card."
him why he was there. He was at the game.
Ask who? Ask who?
Why are you booing? Why are you booing?
What are you
Ipswich
talking about?
fans, why are you? Why you never
What
sing
are you
that? Start
talking
the
about?
chant.
Do
You
you
don't get
know
the
what?
answer. You don't got the
I'm
answer.
really glad I didn't go. Is this what your show was like? I'm glad I stayed at home. No, I'm just
I'm
joking.
glad you're still.
Right, listen. Let's get your boohoo man of the week, Yardy.
Boohoo man of the week. I'm gonna listen. Big up the Arsenal team.
Yep.
I think like you played well and played great against Madrid. Very great. Ipswich,
Very great.
Ipswich.
Is that a word?
Ipswich. Comfortable
Because
and so it
Ipswich,
should
Harry
be.
and Amari.
But I'm gonna give it to Trent. Yes.
Why?
Why not?
He scored the winning goal for
Winning
Liverpool.
goal.
What about
After
Leandro?
all his stick that he's been getting.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Which is
from
wrong.
all
Which
the
is wrong,
Liverpool
but that's nothing
fans,
to do with us.
and he basically said, here
I'm
you
sure it's
go,
not all Liverpool
here's your second Premier League in how many years?
Yeah.
Yeah?
All the
Alright,
Liverpool
he said
fans have
24,
been dissing him.
Well, it's
Yeah.
wrong. It's wrong.
This guy's been a great player for them.
Yeah, of
this
course. Won everything for
I
you
don't
guys.
understand why they've been dissing this guy, right? The
Neither do I,
guy,
man.
he's won 2 league. It's going to be 2 league titles
Yep.
now.
Okay.
Right? And a Champions League.
Yep.
He's
Okay.
a legend of that
So
club.
you don't understand?
Hold on. He's a legend of that club.
Of course.
He wants to move on now to
Yeah.
Real Madrid. Listen, I understand why they're upset, because if it was Saka, I'd be upset. But I'd understand also. He's done everything at
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Okay, so you understand.
He's done everything.
So you understand.
Yeah.
But yet, weren't you two saying, "Oh, it doesn't matter that nobody FC were booing Declan"? Isn't it the same thing? Isn't it the same thing?
What are you on about?
Nobody FC West Ham were booing Declan.
What's
Isn't
that
it the
got to
same
do
thing?
with? What's that got to do with? What's that got to do with winning the?
But it's the same thing.
No, but I'm
it's
having
not,
a go.
it's not,
I'm having a
it's not.
go. I'm having a
It's
go,
not. It's
right, at
banter.
those Liverpool
That's
fans.
not banter.
that are-
Yeah, it's not banter.
Those Liverpool fans that have been slagging him off, right?
Like West Ham
he
fans,
still
not
gives
Brexit.
everything for that club whilst he's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
Just, you know, the
And
guy.
it showed.
The guy's born in Liverpool. It doesn't mean he has to stay there for the rest of his
Yeah.
life. He wants to go and try something else. He's done everything. If he'd have left Liverpool and they hadn't done nothing, fair enough, right? But he's won them things. And he's been at the forefront of that. Let him go.
And
do
even the
what I
fact
mean.
that he scored the winner showed you, like it was one, like you said, Robbie, if he was playing that game and didn't even care, like you could see in his attitude that,
Yeah.
I'm going anyway.
Well, listen.
He didn't. He was fighting for them to get that victory. And he scored that goal, which is pretty much sealed the Premier League.
Yeah,
for
they
you
just
now.
need one more win.
One more win.
One more
and
win
imagine
and they
he
got it.
goes on now and scores the winner against Tottenham on the weekend.
Yeah.
Why, when you guys was cussing him?
He's
up,
a
man.
great
You know
club.
why? Because
All right.
fans want everything. That's why.
Who's the
fans want
idiot?
everything.
Idiot of the week.
Joey Barton, Leif Davis.
Idiot of the week. You got it right.
It is actually Leif Davis.
He is Leif Davis.
And sorry, not only
Nah,
that,
he gets it,
Christian Norgard as well.
He
You're a
gets it.
disgrace as well, Christian Norgard.
Why, what happened?
The challenge on Gabriel M1.
That's last week.
It doesn't matter.
Boohoo man of the week.
It doesn't matter. Last week then. Add them together. Christian Norgard, you're a disgrace.
Listen, yeah, Leif Davis. We already spoke about the situation and that as well.
Disgusting,
And
disgraceful.
You know, is it like it's one of them?
Extend his ban.
You know, one of the things that always annoy me about football with certain challenges as well, where again, can't believe me. I gotta agree with him a little bit. Yeah.
Funny.
3-match ban for a straight red.
More.
Definite. However, I feel like there should be something new that comes in now because just say for argument's sake, he did injure Saka. And now Saka gone again for the rest for the whatever's left of the season. That's them 3 games. Once he served that ban, he's back playing. But this football is not playing no more.
I heard someone say the other day that you get a 3-match ban, but if that player was out injured because of what you inflicted on him,
should be off the same time.
You should be off for the same amount.
Yeah,
of time.
man, I agree. I
don't agree.
I do agree.
I don't agree. You should be out 6 months. You should be banned 6 months after that player comes back. That's what should happen.
No,
serious.
because that's the truth, you know. Like,
serious. I'm not even joking.
Another example. Imagine for say 0-0 and in a final, right? You used all your subs. A player tackles your player. The ref didn't give him a red card, but your player's injured now and comes off. And he cannot go back. Like Jorginho couldn't play no more.
Yeah, against Brentford.
And we had to play with 10. There should be something in play for that because now they have advantage where they tackle the guy.
Yeah. All right, let me do some more super chats. Tizzy says, is that Ty or Steve Quincy Urkel? I can't lie.
No.
T-Bone.
It is the person who calls you the stupid, dumbest person on earth. That's who it is.
T-Bone 99.
I know Urkel is. And Urkel looks 100 times better than you. Because I know Urkel is. You look like
you're Steve Urkel.
Because he's Steve Urkel.
T-Bone 99 says, production showed Don Robbie where he said it. I did not say it.
What did you say? What's all this?
Where he's trying to say that about the 4-0. Right? I did not say that.
Yeah,
right?
you did. You said 4-0.
I said 4 or 5 to 0, right?
Yeah.
And they scored 1 goal.
Yeah.
Brother Seamus says, idiot of the week goes to Lucas Vasquez for his comments. I think he was saying afterwards that Arsenal, I think he's trying to imply Arsenal will just defend him.
Oh, wait, where would you?
I mean,
you know who else forget idiot of the week? Caviar, whatever him name,
Carvajal.
Yo, you see you.
Yeah, trying to cuss off Saka.
That's another thing. He should get a fine for that because
what did he say?
He's gonna.
Yeah, because he was touching Saka after the at half time and holding on.
I think he was having a go at him for trying to take a Panenka.
Did you watch the game?
Of course, I watched the game.
So you missed that. But no,
yes,
like,
I missed that.
Imagine something happened there where you injured again. You do something that this player cannot play on. That's not right. And not only that, big up Ben White. Because Ben White stepped in. I was like, yo, yeah, boy.
Hey boy.
Ben White. Yeah, man.
Hey boy.
I'll check something for you, Ravi.
Let's get into Ask Ty.
Right, okay.
Ahmad Bata says, is PSG going to be a harder opponent to defeat than Real Madrid? Good question.
Who knows? Who knows?
He's asking you, yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? I don't know.
What do you reckon, Yanni? PSG a harder opponent than Real Madrid?
Don't know. We know the rest of anybody. It's just we have to prepare the way we play.
They dismantled Liverpool, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
we beat them this season so far.
They beat Villa.
Yeah. We have to assume so. We must assume so.
Are they a harder opponent?
Well, we must assume so.
I don't think they're a harder opponent. I just feel like they're not so much.
I think it's similar.
To individuals. They're very similar, but I don't feel like I feel like Mbappe is definitely one of the key points. He's like a Saka, where we look for him to give us answer. But they have also Vinicius Jr. as well, where with PSG, I feel like the whole team is there contributing, so they play more as a better team.
I think listen, I think it's even. I think it's the same type of opponent like what we're facing in PSG, like what we faced in Real Madrid. Because when you look at that front three, before the game, everybody was saying coming up against Rodrigo, Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., right, with Bellingham in behind them, and then the other guys like your Tchouaménis and the brilliant midfield.
Camavinga was suspended, wasn't he?
Yeah, but Camavinga played in the first game.
Yeah, exactly.
To me, I think it's the same type of an opponent, right? So, no. John Paul Messier says, say sorry to Ty.
Who?
Must be Yardi.
Ask the score predictions for the next one.
Gamer King 3153 says to Ty, if you were a professional footballer, what position would you play and why?
Linesman.
I'll be the person that doesn't think that Yardi's jokes are funny. That'd be the new position.
Where would you play?
Well, if I was lucky enough to be professional, probably central midfield. Central midfield. In front of, I think holding midfield. Why are you bubbly?
Why?
Why is he bubbly for?
Why?
You did say something. Don't lie.
And I was
heard
thinking
you.
so.
Oh, okay.
Saying he'd play the football.
Why? What? Carly Simon. Hold on. I'd be front and the back four because I think I'd hopefully be central midfielder up and down. No, because that's just one of my favourite positions. Just in front and the back four, but hopefully getting forward. Just
Like a Kante.
Well,
About the same height as well.
I don't know about that. I think he's taller than me, but I don't know. I wish to be like that. That's my
Okay.
midfield is just my favourite position, so that's what I would be.
Only
Thank
me
you.
and you says, question for Ty. If you had the opportunity to choose an Arsenal player, either from the past or current team to erect a statue of, except the ones that already have a statue outside the stadium, who would you select?
That's a great question.
Past or present.
Well, there's Thierry. Thierry's got a statue. Tony's got a statue.
Hold on. The
That's
guy
Lenny's
already
got a
said that.
statue. I'm just going through there. Okay.
Right.
Arsenal's got a statue. So it probably would have to be one of the Invincibles. Oh, actually, it would be two.
Vieira.
It'd be two because it would be one man and one woman from the our incredible quadruple winning Invincible women. But for the men, when I'm looking at
Ashley Cole?
all the players now, definitely not. Gilberto, Sol, Robbie P, Freddie. Jens. Only unbeaten goalkeeper. So fantastic.
Jens Lehmann.
Yep. And for our women, it's got to be the legend. I personally think if we can get, even if England can get a player half as good as her again, it would be amazing. Kelly Smith. Apt 100%. She's our.
I mean, it's a good shot. Do you think they should erect her?
Why not? I don't know why
They don't have a statue of a women's player.
They haven't. I don't know why they haven't got it because I was lucky enough to watch her in her prime and she was absolutely unbelievable. What she used to do was unbelievable. And she's a strikers coach now with us. I'm surprised it took. Well, I suppose life happens. She's our strikers coach. Incredible.
Okay. What about you, Yardi? Same question.
Past or present.
Yes, that was the question.
Yeah, I'm
He's trying to give himself time.
No, because like it's like after the Invincibles, there's not really been because we win FA Cups and stuff like that. I feel like that's what it is. Before you give a player something, it's like they have to for present now you could say, boy, Saka's on that road to that, but he still needs some titles to go with it. You know what I mean? Or he's gonna have to be breaking some records for the club to deserve that.
He is.
You understand? And you have players like Vieira.
Legend.
He was
even him as well.
I feel him.
Yeah, I'll tell you how they rate it. Ian Wright.
Ian Wright. Yeah.
Ian Wright, because not only legend on the pitch, legend off the pitch, ambassador, ambassador for the women's game.
It's true.
TV pundit. But to me, Ian Wright should have a statue.
He's another one.
At the club. English player.
Yeah, he should. He should.
Ian Wright should have a statue at Arsenal. I am saying it right now.
Yeah, it's true.
Arsenal Football Club, you're a classy football club as we know.
We know.
Ian Wright has to have a statue at the football club. Simple as that. I don't know why that hasn't been done yet.
Well,
I don't know why there isn't a statue of Ian Wright at the football club.
That's a good
It's
question.
actually true.
That needs to be done because, as I said, what he's done on the pitch for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Right, first man to break that record.
Yeah.
Goal scoring record.
Whose record did he break?
Right, Cliff Bastin's.
Well done.
Right, behave yourself. Right.
What do you mean behave yourself? Right. Don't say that, behave yourself.
He needs a.
Look, you got it right.
What he did on the pitch.
Right, Ian Wright.
What he's done as an ambassador off the pitch. Right.
Yeah.
What with the women's game.
Yeah.
He's been one at the forefront of pushing that women's game.
Yeah.
Right.
And he represents Arsenal
And
to the
I'm not
fullest
just talking about Arsenal women's. I'm on about women's game, the whole game. Right. What he's done as a pundit on TV, TV personality, why has he not got a statue at the club?
Great question.
Please address it. Please get a statue of him at the club.
Yeah.
That's what I'd love to see.
Yeah.
Good questions, those.
Yeah.
Stanley Crabtree says, Ty, Arsenal rubbish City are clear. I don't think so. We thrashed it with the City.
Is it a typo?
Wayne Sage says, Ty, you get bullied in midfield.
By who? By who?
Well, I don't know, if you're playing holding midfielder, you might get bullied up by some of the bigger
Which
players.
position
Yeah,
was he
but-
playing when
but
he got substitute?
He's a holding midfielder. I told him to go on there,
Obviously.
and I said to him, go on there.
Obviously, but
And I go, I want you to get in people's
Okay.
faces and
Alright,
not, and he just run around
So you
not
haven't
doing
seen
anything
me,
I told him to do.
So you haven't seen me play then, innit?
Hold
You
on.
just saying
No,
you
at
haven't
that
seen me
game,
play.
that's why I subbed you off.
Yeah, but I didn't. How long did I have? 10 seconds. I had about 10.
I told you,
played about
go
10
on the
seconds.
pitch and
Yeah.
get up in people's
And how long
faces.
did I have?
And what did you do?
How long did I have?
You didn't follow instructions.
No, but how
what
long
said.
did I have though?
And I'm a ruthless manager.
Okay, but how long did I have, Robbie?
Huh?
How long did I play him for?
You was on it for about 10 minutes.
Don't try. 5, if that 10. How can I tell you? You know he's laughing. It was 5. What was supposed to do? 5 minutes. But it doesn't matter. We won the game, so that's the most important thing.
Brother Seamus says Ty should pay for the camera and leave the stadium quicker. I agree with that.
Brother Seamus.
Rasta Mouse.
Go back to
He's
your
right.
brothers. Now go back to your brothers and do your duties, okay? Because, or maybe go back to wrestling. We're talking about brothers. I don't care what you got to say, Brother
And
Seamus.
Rasta Mouse says Ty would hold licks, looking like Scalacci in midfield. The Don and Yardi would be the midfield generals.
I'm sorry, Rasta Mouse. What did you say? I would hold it. By the way, you're the one that called Rasta Mouse, not me. So how would I hold it? You would hold licks, Rasta Mouse. From me, in
And
football
Racer
terms, if
says-
you ever face me.
Racer says Ty would get red carded every time for tackling the ref.
Well, that's actually good. Funny enough, I have tackled the ref a few times verbally. So, you know, but no, I wouldn't.
That story you
haven't
told
seen
me the
play.
other day about the ref at that game, that made me laugh.
What's
Tell it.
No, I'm not saying it on there. That's what I'm not saying it on there.
I'm going to say it now.
I'm not saying it. Don't say, Robbie. Don't
Can I
say
say
it on
it?
there.
Can
No,
I
don't
say
say.
it?
Don't
Come on.
say it on air.
It's not a
no,
bad
don't
thing.
say no. Don't say it on there. Don't say it.
Why
That's
it's not bad?
That's no. But that's why I told you off air. No, don't say it on
You
there.
didn't tell me in confidence.
No, I did tell you in confidence.
You did.
Okay, well I'm telling you in confidence now. Don't
It's
say it
too
on
late,
there.
man. I want to reveal it.
No. Don't say it on there.
All
Don't
right,
say it there.
we leave it till next week's show, right? If
No,
enough
do not
of
say
you,
it. No.
enough of you ask me,
No.
I'm going to reveal it
No,
on next
you're
week's
not
show.
gonna you're not gonna
Right,
reveal it.
before we go tonight,
Hold
I
on,
need to
before
get
we-
predictions.
Oh yeah.
Before we
okay,
get to the predictions, I have something to tell you. You know your bet you had with Expressions, with Havertz and Solanke, yeah?
Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, Havertz is still 2 goals ahead with 5 games left, you know.
And he's been out injured all season. And he could come back right
And
at
it
the
should
end.
be over. It should be over.
So, you know, he was saying, no, the bet's still valid, the bet's still
Shouldn't be
valid.
valid.
Yeah.
Big up
Just
Expressions.
giving you a little
right, keep an eye on that.
insight, yeah.
Predictions for the game tomorrow. Wednesday. Arsenal versus Crystal Palace.
Ty, you first, please.
No, you first.
No, no.
He might mention
Surprise
you.
us, surprise
No, don't
us.
say surprise. Don't
No,
say-
Yardi, you go first.
go first.
I'll go first. I think I'm going to go 3-0. I think Arsenal will play a very strong side. They don't have a game at the weekend. Obviously, that game's been brought forward because Palace are playing
Cup
in the
semi-final
FA
against
Cup at the
Aston Villa,
weekend,
yeah.
and they can't play it next week because of the Champions
Champions
League.
League, yeah.
So I feel that Palace, a lot of those players are going to have one eye on that. They might rest a lot of players as well.
yeah.
And see them resting like an Eze and people like that. So 3-0 Arsenal.
Yeah, Arteta's probably going to play the PSG team. The team that is going to play against
Yeah.
PSG, he's going to play it because I feel he wants Mourinho to
Mikel.
get back into the midfield position. But he's been so good, even the
Yeah.
assist that he had going.
Brilliant assist.
Yeah, man. And I like the link up that him, Odegaard, and Saka are creating
Superb.
as well, which is very nice.
Superb.
I feel, yeah, you know, I'll go with like 3-0 sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Ty.
Well, I'm just gonna. I should go for 3 naturally, but you two have gone for 3-0, so I might just go for 2-0 because there's no point. It's 3-0. You've gone for 3-0. It could be all 3. But I'll go for 2.
my
I go for 2-0 because it seemed to have worked. So.
Can't wait for the PSG prediction.
Yeah,
So-
we'll get that
Really?
next
I
week.
can't-
Loy says
Copy and paste.
Lehmann is underrated. He was the first keeper
He's
for
underrated.
Germany.
Yep.
He was the first keeper for Germany before Neuer. Played well in Euro 2008
Yes.
and was old by then.
Yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, very, very underrated. I always remember the story of how fantastic he was, and he had a bit of the bad side in a good way.
Yeah.
Is when we
But
beat.
you wouldn't ban him for 10 games, would you?
No,
Did
definitely not.
did he tackle like that, like Leif Davis? Okay then.
I mean, we never
Right.
had VAR back then.
Anyway,
Yeah.
people, we have reached the end of the
Sorry,
show
Robbie, before
today.
we go,
I
sorry.
want to big up
Can I just say
Boohoo
something,
Man.
please?
Thank you very much for sponsoring the show. Don't forget, an additional 10% off if you use the code AFTV10. The link is in the description. Loads of excellent clothes like what
High
we're
five.
wearing.
High five.
Can I help you?
Can I just read something out, please, which I want to say, and it's from our fantastic Arsenal Academy. So,
All of that?
Yeah, no, not all of that.
That's a lot.
It's not. It's a lot for somebody that can't read.
I can't read.
Luckily, no, I'm not saying you can't read. I'm not saying you can't read.
This guy's got very decent people nowadays, isn't it?
I'm saying no. I'm not. I'm not saying. I'm saying.
Get on with it, man.
I can't read. I'm not saying you. I'm saying.
All right,
somebody
get
can't
on with
read.
it. Get on with it.
Thank you. So our academy. This is obviously commiserations to our.
It says that by the paper.
Commiserations, no. Commiserations to our women's team.
get on with it.
Because congratulations to Joe. Big up Joe Montemurro, swim after game. He's a legend. So no thing there. And Danielle van der Donk, I have to say, we were speaking of her. I don't know why she was getting booed. She was a legend at the club. So congratulations to them.
Yeah, unlucky to the women. Went to that game. 2-1
Absolutely.
defeat. But
we should have, but we can put it back in second leg. Right. So our under 16s triumphed in the JPL Cup final. Goals from Abigail Conway and Annabelle Tang gave our under 16s a hard-fought 2-1 victory of Aston Villa in the JPL Cup final at Six-Way Stadium in Worcester last Saturday. So congratulations to them. Big up Abigail and Annabelle Tang. And actually Annabelle was given the player of the match awards. I just want to say
when was the last time you had your glasses tested?
Why?
Because you're taking them off and you're moving it closer to the paper. So you need the
maybe,
glasses.
Well, possibly. So just well done.
Any opticians out there that can help him out, please get in contact.
And also,
don't you think?
You know what?
He's doing it again. He's drawing the glasses
and
nearer
also,
to the face.
Lean it well on him.
And also, our under 13s reached the Warriors Cup final. If I could read this undistracted, please.
When I move like if I use binoculars.
Binoculars. Our under 13s are through to the JPL. This courtesy of Arsenal Matchday women's program, by the way. So thank you. Against Lyon semi-final. Our under 13s are through to the JPL Warriors Cup final after beating Essex-based Intersports 2-1 away from home in the semi-finals last Saturday. Let's see. We took control from the kickoff with Willow, big up Willow Musset, and Olivia Wolfson. We took the lead when Daisy Taylor-Knight's cross dropped to Naya, who kept her cool, to slot the ball underneath the bar. We maintained the pressure for the rest of the first half and almost found the back of the net again, only for... Right. Hold on. Yeah. Right. After the break, Intersports were pinned back in... Oh no, we dominated. And Naya doubled the tally by finishing off a flowing move. Right, our under 13s will now face Lewes in the final on May the 10th. Lewes, who beat Watford and Wimbledon en route to the final, are currently top of the JPL under 13s league. Right, so well done. If I go back to the academy, there is a... Hold on. I want to say big up to, is it John something? John Whittenham something, because he was a manager of the team. So let's have a look. Big up Rene. Let's have a look. I think it's... Oh, yeah, that's it. Our under-21s are champions. Congratulations to our under-21s who secured the PGA League title win with a game to spare to cap a quite brilliant season. Elliot's Alum's teams were crowned champions. Right, okay, so... Yeah, so that's, John Whittenham, well done to John Whittenham and his staff. So congratulations to our team who were champions. So well done to all these things. I think the players in there, key under 21 players include Vivian, big up Vivian Leon, Layla, big up Layla Herbert, and Maddie. We had an unassailable 29 points with Manchester United second on 25. We have now won 16 of our 21 games across the two league competitions this season, losing just 4. So that's it. Well done to our thing. Well done to... By the way, that's one of production. That's Kenya kissing her teeth. She's waking up. So that's it. So thank you very much to everybody. Good luck to all.